Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 10. We will present about Islamic civilization during the Fatimid dynasty in Egypt. This is our members of the group. One is Maulidia Rofadinda and two Nabela Ardama Ceriak Renata. Table of contents. I will explain about 1. The origin of the Fatimid dynasty. 2. The growth of government. 3. The progress of Fatimid dynasty. And the last is the fall of the Fatimid dynasty. Introduction. Islam entered Egypt during the reign of Umar bin Khattab. At the time, Amr bin As was ordered by the Caliph to bring an Islamic army to occupy it because from a geographical point of view, Palestine, which is directly adjacent to Egypt, would not be safe without occupying Egypt, while Palestine at the time had been conquered by Islamic armies. After occupying Egypt, Amr bin As was immediately appointed governor and made Fusta his capital. Furthermore, the Dawla Islamiyah took turns occupying Egypt, including the Fatimid Dawla, which was marked by the success of Jawhar al-Khatib Caliph Muiz in establishing Al-Azhar University in 972. The one is the origin of the Fatimid dynasty. At the first, the center of the capital of the Fatimid state was in Morocco, so that they were free from the pursuit of the Abbasid state, which became their enemy because Morocco was far from Baghdad's reach, so that the Abbasid Caliph of Baghdad could not do anything. But after being strong, then moved to Egypt to facilitate influence to the east and west because Egypt was located between the two, more than they want to this area from the rule of Abbasid state. This country was given the name Fatimiyah because it was born to Fatimah, the daughter of the Muhammad, because the claim to the descendant of the Muhammad through Ali and Fatima from the descendant of Ismail son of Jafar al-Sadiq. They are the Ismailiyah Shia Sheikh. Daulah found by Ubaidillah al-Mahdi ruled for approximately 2062 years, ruled by 12 caliphs. Number 2 is the growth of government. In its development, the Fatimid state wanted to move the capital of the government to Egypt to facilitate influence to the east and west, because Egypt was located between the two, while the Abbasid Dawla wanted to keep Egypt from being separate from their territory. So during the first 20 years of the establishment of the Fatimid state, there was always a struggle between the government to fight over Egypt. In 1003, 4 years after Ubaidillah al-Mahdi came to power, he sent an army consisting of Moroccans in the attempt to seize Egypt was directly led by Abu al-Qasim, who has assisted by Commander al-Qutam ibn Yusuf, they succeeded in conquering the city of Alexandria. However, the Fatimid state troops were forced to retreat back to Morocco by bringing the seeds of increasingly smoldering enmity. The second attempt in 1009 Masehi, 6 years later, Caliph al-Mahdi of the Fatimid state again sent troops under the leadership of Abu al-Qasim. The third attempt in 933, Caliph al-Mahdi again sent troops under the leadership of Al-Jaisi ibn Ahmad al-Maghribi. Thus, the effort made the by the Caliph of the Fatimid state during the period of growth to seize Egypt from the territory of the Abbasid state, but the Abbasid state's troops were superior to them. Besides, the population of the Egyptian territory still sided with the Abbasid state, so that the Fatimid state troops always lost and were forced to retreat back to Morocco. The rulers of the Fatimiyah dynasty, known as Al-Imam, totaled 14 people over a period of more than 2,5 centuries. Its power covered all of North Africa and parts of the Mediterranean Sea. During the time, the Fatimid dynasty has experienced three changes in the center of government. First, Kairawan, Tunisia. Second, Mahdiyah. Third, Cairo, Egypt. The peak of its glory was during the time of Al-Imam Aziz. Here the list of names of the caliphs of the Islamic State of Fatima in Egypt. The next is the progress of the Fatimid dynasty. One is government. The form of government of the Fatimiyah dynasty adopted a government system that made Al-Imam the supreme leader of the dynasty, which was temporal and spiritual. The caliph has full power, including the rotation of the leadership of high-ranking dynastic officials. The ministry in this dynasty is divided into two parts, namely the military and civilization section. Interior ministry, military affairs include the affairs of the army, war, the caliph, household guards, and all matters relating to security matters. While the ministries in civil affairs include Qadi, the head of the Da'wah, market inspectors, treasurer of the dynasty, deputy of household affairs of the caliph, and the last is Qori. And then two is economy. Egypt is known as a country that is rich in agricultural product because the land in the Nile Valley is very fertile. So tax from agricultural products are also a source of state financial income. Other sources of income are also obtained from the tax on livestock products. There is also a levy that is obligatory on the unbelievers on the dams, and there also exist taxes that are recurred for industries. So, through the three types of financial income to the state treasury, the Fatimiyah Daulah has abundant finance and is stored in Baitul Mal. Next is social politics. In the socio-politics field, Al-Imam as the head of government is fair and wise. Al-Imam does not discriminate against the minority population. Al-Imam is very tolerant of non-Muslims. Shia Sunni relations are harmonious. There are many Sunni scholars who study at Al-Azhar College. At the time of Al-Aziz, even non-Muslim group benefit more from Muslim, where this non-Muslim group had many high positions. Likewise, in the time of Al-Mutashirs and so on, this group lived in peace and prosperity. Most of the financial positions were held in by Copts and who in fact were Christians. During the leadership of the last generation of priests, the jihad of non-Muslim became even more prominent by occupying high position in government. Many churches were rebuilt and the number of followers of the Christian religion increased. Even so, the Fatimiyah dynasty, which has a Shia platform, continued to propagate propaganda to the public to follow the teachings of the Shia Ismailiyah. But the effort was done very nicely, not cursive or even intimidating. Therefore, in this golden age, the social life of the country under the rule of Fatimiyah dynasty was very propitious, safe, and peaceful. The next is education. The founding of Dar al-Hikmah by Al-Hakim in 1005 became a milestone in the progress of science in the Fatimid dynasty. Apart from being a center for the study of science, this building is also a center for the Shia Ismailiyah doctrine. The studies that developed during the period revolved around Islamic science, astronomy, and medicine, and more than 100 work in this field were produced during this period. The cost incurred by Al-Hakim for the operation of Dar al-Hikmah each month and 2,057 dinars, which are used to procure manuscript and repairs book. And Al-Hakim also had a great interest in astronomy. Therefore, he established an observatory on the Al-Mukatam Hill, Syria. Institutions like this were also established in several other places, and as evidence of the contribution of the Fatimiyah dynasty in the field of historical scholarship. It was also noted that at the time of Al-Muntarsir, there was a library containing 100 books and Al-Quran. The next is religion. According to the origin of the Fatimid dynasty, this is a movement that originated from the Ismaili Shia sect. Indirectly, this dynasty actually wanted to develop Shia doctrines in the mind of society. But with various considerations, they did not really force this understanding to be followed by the residents. They were free to religion according to their own opinion. What they believed, this was done so that they always had the support of the people for the establishment of the Fatimid dynasty in the land of the Prophet. The next is the fall of the Fatimid dynasty. After enjoying the glorious day of glory, then stumbled to the drop. Finally, the Fatimid Caliphate was on the verge of collapse after ruling for approximately 2.5 centuries. At the end of the reign, the Fatimid Caliphate faced many problems. Community life is very difficult. There are often women and plagues. Exorbitant taxation and extortion were commonplace to meet the needs of the caliph, his vizier, and his greedy armed force, plus the struggle for the position of vizier, a very weak caliphate, prolonged conflict of interest between official and the military people, dissatisfaction with government policies. Thank you very much. This is about our material. If there any mistake, please forgive me. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.